Do not be alarmed. It's just a couple of guys. Who are these guys? Ray Regina, beloved former mayor of St. Charles, lifetime educator. And Pat Crimmins, a Geneva lawyer, but he's actually okay. From Elgin to Aurora, from Naperville to Elburn, these guys are gonna talk everything. So, here's Pat and Ray.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Just a Couple of Guys. Well, Pat, third trip to Aurora in the last 2-3 weeks.
Right.
We've been to River Edge Park, we've been to Hollywood Casino,
right.
And now we're here at Two Brothers Roundhouse on Broadway, right across the street from the park, by the Fox River. And we're very pleased today to have a conversation with Jim Olson, the general manager, to talk about all things Roundhouse. And of course, you've been here, I have too, but you've been here many more times when it was Walter Payton's Roundhouse.
That's right. We came here for Policeman's Ball many years in the 90s. Had a wonderful time. I met Walter Payton here. I believe he tickled my rib cage, caused me great pain. But a wonderful guy, always smiling, and it's a wonderful place.
The new guys on the block, and we of course have had them on the podcast before, Jim and Jason Abel, Two Brothers Brewery in Warrenville.
Right.
And they also own this place, and they have had it since 2011. Now, Jim Olson, the general manager who's been here since 2021, he will talk to us about all things related to this establishment, including their main dining hall, their patio, their banquet hall, the Zephyr Room,
right.
And the Roundhouse Cafe where they make their own coffee.
And just so we're clear, we can people who are friends of the podcast can watch all of these podcasts that we've done about Aurora, River Edge, Casino's not posted yet, this podcast, and the one about the Two Brothers in Warrenville,
right.
To get a sense of all these things, along with our restaurant, our friends in, what was the name of that restaurant? Help me.
Well, I don't know. We've been to a number of restaurants.
What?
Preservation.
No, I was talking about the Aurora one. Creole.
Oh, Touche.
Touche.
Our guys. Oh, that's right down on River Street.
And of course, the Paramount that continues to impress. So,
all right. Well, anyway, all of that. As you see, we're bullish on Aurora, and that's why we're doing a variety of podcasts here to show off some of their fine places. And we're going to get back and talk to Jim Olson after we have a word from one of our illustrious, fine sponsors. Be right back. You stay tuned.
The Kane County Cougars are back for the summer. The best family entertainment around features sunshine, baseball, and fireworks through Labor Day. With great food, world-class entertainment, exciting giveaways, and running the bases after every game, there's something for everyone at a Cougars game. Thirsty Thursdays feature $2 beer, pop, and half-price hot dogs. And for Sunday day games, a $15 ticket will get you $15 right back in concessions cash to spend at the ballpark. Come on out to beautiful Northwestern Medicine Field this summer for sunshine, baseball, and fireworks, and make your family memories today.
Well, we're back at the historic Two Brothers Roundhouse in Aurora, Illinois on Broadway. And we're really pleased today. We're in the Zephyr Room, by the way. Pat, are you impressed?
very impressed. I love the silence of it, especially today.
Yeah.
And
the echo.
It's a beautiful room.
And we're pleased to have with us here on Just a Couple of Guys, the general manager of Two Brothers Roundhouse, our new friend, Jim Olson. Welcome, sir. Glad to have you here.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Appreciate it.
I am Jim Olson. I am the general manager of this fine establishment.
Is it the Jim Olson, or is it?
Could be the Jim Olson. I don't
Not
go by
to be
that
confused
too
with
often.
Jimmy Olson of the Daily Planet.
Yeah, close personal
All right.
friend of mine, and Folgers Coffee and Mrs. Olson.
I recall Lewis. What's her name? Lois.
Lois
Lois
Lane.
Lane.
Lane, yes, Lois Lane.
She was a friend.
Yeah.
Listen, why don't we start by just having you talk a little bit about the history of the Roundhouse here. It's a historic building. It's been here a long time. You've got some insight, I know.
I do. It was built in 1856. There were 2 roundhouses on the site, actually. There was ours, and then there was another one in the parking lot. There were 40 bays here at one time. So when you look out in the courtyard, you'll see these loops. Those are all bays. Actually, we're in a bay right now, a former bay. And there were 40 of them. They brought the trains right in through the front door, and right in the center of the courtyard where we have a gazebo now, there's a cement round circular pad, and that's where it was dug out, and that's where they turned the trains around and brought them into all the bays. They worked on Pullmans and Zephyrs here, and there was over 2,000 people here working here at one time. Oh. Yeah, yeah. So historically, it was great. And the heyday was like in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and the place closed down in 1974. So that was the last known picture. I have a picture of it that I'll show you guys later on. That is the last known picture of this place in operation.
Was that a Nixon thing? Or?
I don't think it was a Nixon thing. I think it was an automotive thing.
Okay.
There was a lot of Nixon things, but it was an automotive thing. That's what that was.
All right. So now, between 74, and of course, we are in the shadow of the Aurora train station here.
Yeah.
In the Chicago. Mm-hmm. From 74 until everybody knows Walter Payton and him buying it and having Walter Payton Roundhouse for a number of years. What was it? Was there a gap there where the place was just vacant? Yeah.
From 74 on till the mid-90s, it was vacant. I have pictures out there. I'll show you later on. And nothing was happening. It was in really bad shape. Areas were collapsing. It was fenced off at one time. If you talk to some people who lived in the area back in the day, they said they used to come in here and sneak around here and hang out and play out here and stuff. So it was in really bad shape, and it almost got, there's a story that it almost got chopped down, almost got knocked down. Actually, the railroad came in one time, one weekend, and they brought a wrecking ball, and they started going after the place and tearing it down. And there was a guy, I think it was with the police department or someone with the city of Aurora, called up the mayor at that time and says, "Hey, this is going on," and they stopped it. The railroad wanted to get rid of it. It was just a problem for them, but they stopped it because it was going in landmark status. So
did we have a problem with ghosts at this point?
Not at this point that I know of, but I do have ghost stories. Oh. I do have ghost stories too.
When we come back.
When we come back.
When did Walter?
Walter, he got involved with it, and he was with an investment group. And there is still people on site who work with Walter, the Walter Payton's group, with Walter himself. And they got involved with it in the mid-90s. It opened up in 96. He passed away in 99. So it went on for a few more years after that. The relationship between Walter's family, and the big investor was not great, and it kind of started going downhill. So that's when Two Brothers picked it up, in 2011.
I met
two brothers in this case are Jim and Jason Abel. Mm-hmm. I know you recall. We had as a podcast guest not too long, within the last year, over at the brewery in Warrenville.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
I met Walter Payton here.
Mm-hmm.
Not here exactly, but on the premises.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen pictures. I have a few pictures of him, but and I found there's a Walter Payton wall I created out here. Those are just what pictures were left. Mm-hmm. But from what I have heard through people who worked with him, he was really involved in every phase of this place. I mean, he was actually putting blood, sweat, and tears in here. I mean, he had the hard hat on. He was lifting stuff. He was moving stuff around. This was a thing back in late 90s. Mm-hmm. This was one of the first craft brewery places in the country. I mean, back there when Anchor Steam was starting in Sierra Nevada, when they were like considered the big craft beer places, this was one of them.
Okay, so the Able brothers bought the place
They
in
did.
2011.
They did.
And we're going to. I know Kevin's going to take a variety of pictures of a variety of different nooks and crannies around here. This place is really something. You need to come and see it if you haven't been down here. Let's talk now about the main hall, and we're going to talk a bit about the place where the dining does occur. And I'd like to ask you, when somebody comes in here for a meal, what are some of the regular items on the menu? What are your specials on occasion? Mm-hmm. And what are some things you want to maybe talk about as far as the menu items in the main hall?
Well, the main hall is very unique. It's pretty big. It's two levels, and it's almost like a big great room. There's a huge tapestry on the wall I'll tell you about in a minute. But what's unique about the hall is we can handle lots of people in large groups, and that's what we do lots of times, like football teams and soccer teams and all these different kids sports that come in here. The parents come on here. We have a lot of popular items. You know, we have a fish tacos that is really good, a bourbon salmon entree that is really good. Our burgers are excellent, and we have our famous root beer. We whip it up ourselves. We actually just finished for the first time. We just opened up our brewery in the building. It's been dormant since COVID, and we got it going, and we whipped up our first batch of cinnamon root beer. So we were really happy about that, and we brewed that on premise, and we just tapped the keg last week.
Do you make your own vanilla ice cream?
No, we don't. It's a little much.
Root beer floats.
I serve root beer floats, but I don't make my own ice cream.
I think I saw this on the clip on the website. You do have prime rib here on the weekend.
Friday and Saturday nights, prime rib night. Excellent. It's an excellent choice. You get a queen cut or a king cut, and it's really good. You can't find a lot of prime rib anywhere else these days, but we got it.
And we are, as I said at the top here, we're in the Zephyr room. Mm-hmm. And talk a bit about this room. There's a beautiful bar here, and several seats. So we're sitting in these lush leather chairs.
Chilly, loungy chairs.
Talk a bit about this room.
Well, this room was originally Walter Payton's The Cigar Bar when he opened it up. And at one time, it was open up to the general public all the time, I gather. When you look at this bar back, the bar back is from the 1880s. Actually, this bar was in the 1893 World's Fair, and this bar was one of the world's first electric bars, because when you look on the top of the bar, there's a lion's head there. It's all hand carved in wood. It lights up.
Wow! So
the bar has this room has a very speakeasy type feel to it, a lot of history to it. And it's just a cool room. I mean, we do a lot of private events. We only do private events in here right now, which we do parties of 20 to 50 to 60, 40th, 50th, 60th birthday parties, big rehearsal dinners, big showers. We do them too.
What do you mean the bar was in the World's Fair? This was piece by piece taken somewhere? This
bar was in the World's Fair in 1893. This bar is one of 3 surviving bars that made it this far.
You read Devil in the White City.
Devil in the White City. Yeah. So actually, I had a guy come in here last year, and he was in search of the bars that made it out of the 1893 World's Fair. And he goes, "I hear you have one." And I'm like, "Sure, come on in, check it out." He goes, "You got it. This is one of them."
The bar itself was down in the Midway.
Yeah, it was in one of the houses, and he showed me a picture of another bar, the exact same one that was in the city.
Wow.
That's one of 3 that are. This is one of them that made it.
Yeah. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about was the wonderful patio, which consists of a variety of outdoor seating. You have a stage. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about that.
The patio, there's not the whole courtyard. There's not another place in the city, even in the state, that is like this. We do weddings on the gazebo. We do live music there, and in the summertime, It's really cool. It's very peaceful. There's trees there. It's shaded. It's just a cool area with the historic setting that it is out there. There's a bunch of fireplaces out there made. They weren't from the original. They weren't built when this place went up, but they're built from the bricks of the building that survived. And all the fireplaces out there work. So it's just a really cool place. Very popular in the summertime. And we have live music, and we put a bar out there, and it's just a great place to see some live music.
And dining is out there as well?
You can eat out there. You can eat out there and hang out.
Same menu?
Same menu, yeah. It just, and weddings on the other side. Very popular out there, especially in the fall.
You also have a banquet hall for special events. What kind of special events are we talking about? Podcasts?
We can do podcasts. We can do a 300-person podcast in there. Sure. There is on the bottom. And again, this is all circular. So on the bottom part is a 300-person ballroom. In top part, there's 2 more event rooms.
Wow.
So holiday parties are big here. Weddings are huge because it's a very rustic setting. So that is popular these days. It's a one-stop shop. So you come in here, you talk to my team, and everything's gonna be taken care of for you. You don't have to do and work out separate food from a different place and music from a different place, all that stuff. You get it all right here.
Right.
So it's really cool,
Do you have bands there?
I do bands every Friday and Saturday night, rain or shine, because we have either it's going to be outside, weather permitting, or we have a music hall inside. Actually, next to this room, it's 2 levels, big stage, seats about 200. Great little venue to hear some live music.
You don't have multiple bands playing in different parts of the...
No.
Okay.
But they'll sometimes there's an opening act for the band, and usually music starts around 8:30.
All right, you got a website, right?
I have a website.
What's your website?
𝗏𝑔𝑏rothersbrewing.com. You'll find all the Two Brothers family stuff and businesses in there. And
specifically, as it relates to music, you'll have the bands on there?
Yep, there's a calendar there. Bands are there. We also post calendars here. If you're walking in, and you can see what's scheduled for the next month and a half or so.
So let's talk beer.
Beer.
Do we brew any beer here specifically?
We used to, and then COVID hit, and then we weren't. And the team felt that it was very important that we start brewing again. So we are starting to brew again. We did our first test batch with the root beer. Worked out well. And in about 2 weeks, we're looking to brew our first batch of beer. It's going to be a lager, a simple lager, and it is going to be about 15 kegs. So that'll be out.
Just a couple of guys? Lager?
Just a couple of guys. Yeah, just a couple of guys.
Speaking of the number of different Two Brothers offerings, you do brew over at the Warrenville site.
Yeah, so we brew at the Warrenville site. We have 8 flagship selections, and we brew a few seasonals. Adam Smasher's a seasonal for Oktoberfest. Cain and Abel's another one. There's like 3 or 4 seasonals we brew. The facility's pretty big. So
I will just simply testify that after leaving Warrenville, we brought some beer home with us, and quite delightful.
Yeah, what'd you have?
I like the Prairie Path in particular.
Prairie Path, gluten-free.
Which is important nowadays with all those gluten allergies.
Yeah. Gluten-free.
So do you transport beer from there here?
So,
or how does it work?
It's kind of weird is that the normal people would think, oh yeah, we just go to the brewery and get it. Well, that's a lot of beer bringing over here by myself. So what we actually do is we ship it to the distributor, and that beer we get from the distributor actually. But it's coming right from the brewery. And there are times where I get beer from the brewery. If it's a smaller run, I'll pick up a couple kegs. Sure.
I asked you offline this question.
Yeah.
That beside the Two Brothers offerings, and there's plenty to choose from, you do have on occasion a few other name brands.
I bring in Yuengling once in a while. Yeah, I bring in Yuengling once in a while because and especially for some of the bands, because the bands they drink a simpler beer. So I'll bring that in for them, and I keep Yuengling occasionally in and out as an offering. Because some people just don't get craft beer and they want their Bud Light, and I'm like, I don't got that, but I got this, and they're like, well, they've heard of Yuengling, and Yuengling's big right now because it just came in the area last year.
It's the Bush beer of 2026.
It is.
All right, we're going to take a break now and get a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be back with Jim, also known as Jimmy.
There you go.
Johnson.
Hello, friends. There's nothing like a summer night at River Edge Park in downtown Aurora. Live music along the Fox River, the energy of the crowd, and that easy, laid-back feeling you only get when you're spending time with your friends, family, and concert crew. And this summer's lineup is stacked. Don't miss Blues on the Fox on June 20th for a day of incredible blues. Rock out with Cheap Trick on June 25th. Celebrate the holiday weekend with Lauren Elena on July 5th. Catch a high-energy blend of country and soul with 615 Collective on July 25th. UB40 featuring Allie Campbell brings timeless reggae rhythms on August 9th. Government Mule will give a powerhouse performance on August 13th. Soak up the sounds of summer with the Beach Boys on August 14th, and sing along with every word with Third Eye Blind on August 23rd. It's more than a concert, it's a summer tradition. See the full lineup and get your tickets now at riveredgeaurora.com. Well, we're back with Jim Olson here at Two Brothers Roundhouse in Aurora, Illinois, and before we get to a couple of final topics, I know you wanted to talk a minute about the tapestry that's on the wall in the main hall where you have most of your dining. Please.
Yeah, so when you walk in, you got this big tapestry and on the wall. I mean, it's massive. And it's actually a copy of a very famous painting in the late 1800s. And it depicts a bear market, and all the bears are dancing. And Walter Payton dug this painting because of the dancing bears. And they commissioned two ladies in the mid-90s to do that, do a copy of that. So that tapestry is on really thick canvas, and they did it right on the floor in the main hall before they opened, and put that up there. And one day I went up there and tried to lift a corner of it to see how heavy it was. Oh my God. It is super heavy. I mean, probably the thing weighs 500 pounds. And it's gonna die with the building, I'm telling you. When the building comes down, that thing coming down, because that thing ain't coming out any other way.
Among the various, and I don't want to call this a nook or a cranny here, but among the various things that are going on here, we have a distillery for spirits.
We do.
Let's talk just in general about the distillery, and I'm impressed by the fact that a product that comes out of here is some cans of ready-made cocktails. So talk about all of that.
So the distillery is just right down the hall. We have a distiller who works in there. His name is Jeremy, and he does a great job. He's been in the company for 15 years or so. He used to be a brewer, then he went and started distilling. We distill all kinds of spirits, your bourbons, your gins, your rums. We do Amaro, we do vodka, and we do variations of all these different things. We sell the bennies at times, and it's really nice because I just go right down the hall to go get my spirits. We also do canned cocktails, so we have a line of canned cocktails and vodka sodas that we produce. It's just a nice little thing, and it's not Smirnoff, but it's a step up from Absolute. So it's a quality product. It is it's really good tasting, and it's a signature thing. So you can't get this stuff too many places, and we serve it here. We produce it here, and we call it home.
My understanding is we also do a little something with coffee here.
Your favorite topic.
Is that right?
We do. We are the only brick and mortar site right now for Two Brothers Coffee. They actually do all of the roasting at the brewery, but we are the only brick and mortar. So we have a coffee cafe. It's open Tuesday through Sunday, 7 to 2. We have various pastries and stuff in there, some breakfast sandwiches, and our gourmet coffee. Now, it's not Starbucks coffee. It's a step up from Starbucks.
Starbucks Plus.
Yeah, it's better than Starbucks. I don't drink coffee because I got enough energy as it is. I'd probably just blow up. I couldn't do that. Yeah, I don't need coffee.
No.
So, but it's a step up from coffee, from that normal stuff, and it's really good, you know. And
Do you sell it to go?
sell it to go, and actually there is going to be a coffee shop, and Two Brothers has a site in Warrenville on the corner of 56 and 59, and next year they're coming up with a restaurant, and they're going to put a coffee shop / restaurant right there on the corner, and it's going to feature, and it's going to feature our coffee. So
fantastic.
Before we leave that point, you said the coffee shop, the Roundhouse Cafe, is open from 7 to 2 Tuesday to Sunday.
Yep.
How about just the hours of the main hall dining, and you know, people come in, they want to go out the patio, whatever, but
yeah,
general hours.
Well, we open up at 11 every day except Mondays. The venue's closed on Mondays, and during the week we're open up to 10, and then on the weekends we're open up to midnight. Live music starts around 8:30, and there you go. And then the other thing that we do a lot of is during summer we do cars and coffee in the parking lot. We get about 100, 150 cars out there every Sunday starting at 9, goes about to noon. And we do live comedy on Thursdays at 8 o'clock.
Can you explain this cars and coffee thing?
It's a really cool thing. We started it 3-4 years ago, and it just started building, and now it's a thing. And it doesn't. There's not a specific type of car that comes. It's just every type of car that people bring here, and it's a very laid back, low key thing. There's no entry fee or anything. I put some music out there, and just people hang out and show their cars. And during the first show we usually have is like in mid-April, third week in April. 350 cars. I'm not kidding you. The last 2 years, because it's the first car show. This place is bonkers.
Have you ever had a Lexus in the parking?
Probably. Probably. I don't know. That car might not be cool enough.
So there's coffee like around?
Yeah. I mean, there's coffee. I mean, cars and coffee. Buy a cup of coffee. Go hang out with your car. Bring your dog. Bring the family.
Now.
Yeah, that's all you need. I got comedians on Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, got comedians on Thursday.
Jim, you articulated, I know, on the film you have on the website, that Aurora is on the comeback trail, and I concur with that, given the great number of restaurants just in the downtown area itself. We're here up on the a little bit north of downtown area on the river, and you have a location where you're just about kitty corner from a large venue for people, namely River Edge Park.
Yep.
So the question is whether or not on concert nights this place is mobbed.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the type of music that they have. If it's a very young crowd there, we don't get as busy, but you know, like Get the Lead Out is playing tomorrow. We get packed for that. So they just opened it up this year. Last year was a renovation year for them. It looks great over there. They have a lot of great shows this year. And then what is really cool is in the fall or in wintertime, they do a Christmas market. And
we've been there 3 or 4
a Chris
times.
Kindle market. And it's great. There's tons of food there. There's a lot of area there. And we draw from that all the time.
Crazy guy with some hats.
Yeah, hats, guys, guys playing, tubas and stuff,
right.
And some good German music.
So you do encourage people pre-concert to stop on by for a nice meal before we go to the concert.
Yeah, pregame somewhere.
Pregame.
I'm right across the street.
The website, as you said before, is
Yep.
𝗏𝑚𝑘Brewery.com.
Yep.
We're at 205 North Broadway, Route 25, as I indicated, right hard by the Fox River, by the park, etc.
You can't miss it.
No.
Can't miss it.
And of course, the train station's here too.
Connect. End of the line.
City, coming in from work.
Yeah, it's
here's
end of
a
the
good
line.
place to stop.
End of the line. You can get this right to the city.
A reminder that the Tap House, which we have already had a podcast from, is on Calumet Avenue in Warrenville. So, in closing, we can't thank you enough. We know that our crafty cinematographer will be snapping away and infiltrating this dialogue with a number of fine pictures. But we thank you, Jim.
Been a pleasure.
For a very enlightening.
Nice to meet you too.
Jim Olson, Two Brothers Roundhouse in Aurora on Broadway. We're going to take a small break, and then Pat and I will be back and critique Jim's discussion here in a
Jim too.
Yeah.
Who's this Jim guy?
In a very positive way. Just you stay tuned, okay? Hello, friends. This is Ray Rogina. Looking to make your next move stress-free? Meet MK Movers, your trusted local moving experts. Family-owned and operated, MK Movers is dedicated to providing seamless, reliable service, from packing and storage to long-distance moves. Their experienced team treats every move with care and professionalism, ensuring your belongings arrive safely. Plus, with their eco-friendly recycled box program and commitment to transparent pricing, you'll experience a move that's both easy and responsible. Whether it's across town or across the country, MK Movers is here to help you move forward. Visit www.mkmover.com to learn more. Well, we're back and hard by the bar here, the 1893 World's Fair Bar.
I'll tell you, they knew how to make bars back in the day. This thing is not going anywhere.
But you know, you're right about that. This place, and both of us have been here before when it was, right. Walters. But this place with the various nooks and crannies, this Zephyr room, the beautiful patio.
Right.
The main hall with the tapestry that he referred to is unbelievable. And then we've got a coffee shop over here. He's got it all going here, and another jewel for Aurora among several we have discovered here now in the last few weeks that we've come down here.
And the proximate location to River Edge, that's amazing as well. But wouldn't you have loved back in the day to have a cigar in here with Walter?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, can you imagine?
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful room.
Absolutely.
And I said earlier that I had been here many times with the Policeman's Ball, Aurora Policeman's Ball, and we were in the main hall. It was beautiful. Everybody was dressed up. Even I looked good.
Did you have a tuxedo on?
I didn't have a tuxedo, but I looked good. Back in the day, the 90s.
Oh, yeah. You were a prosecutor.
I used
prosecuting thugs here in Aurora, among other places in the county.
Well, we don't use the word thugs, but
we don't.
I used to be somebody.
Well, we know that. But friends, another of the many places we have that Kevin has brought us to, the places for dining and entertainment and so on. Another check mark of a place that you need to come and see if you have not been down here. And of course, as he just indicated, you find a concert on the list. Well, we were at Rivers Edge Park. We know they're a sponsor of ours, and they've told you all the list for the summer.
Right.
And I think the Beach Boys next month, by the way.
Oh boy.
And our guy, Cheap Trick, Rick from Cheap Trick, he'll be here in September. So you come in here, you have a nice meal, and you go across the street and enjoy a night under the stars.
And all of this speaks to the ongoing comeback for the great city of Aurora.
I agree. It's just I've enjoyed now 4 or 5 different establishments here with the meal and entertainment and by the way,
our friends with the Creole.
Speaking of entertainment, they're back. the $1 Million Quartet.
Oh, that's right.
October to January. They're back. I think we brought them some good luck again.
Inflation, I think it's $1.1 million.
All right. We need to run along here because, the smoke has lifted and it's a nice weekend.
I can see clearly now.
Oh, yes. My God. For the singer himself, the songwriter or whatever, Pat Crimmins, for our crafty, and I repeat, crafty cinematographer was moving all around here to get the nice...
Lots of work. He's under...
Kevin Ketchum, publisher of Fox Valley Magazine. Ray Rogina, hoping that your July ends on a very nice note and we move into August and summer is just rushing by.
Summer is flying by.
And so...
hopefully we'll both be in playoff baseball in October. That'll slow it down.
Well, I think the Cub will. Sox are still... work in progress. A work in progress.
Is that guy Rocco? Is he coming up?
Not this. No.
Is it Rocco?
Rocco.
What's his name?
You're thinking of Saint Rocco. No, this is Rocco. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
Talk about a Chicago name.
Yes, I think.
Ditka would love that.
Listen,
name.
I'm next 10 years with the South Side.
Oh yeah.
All right, everything will be all right.
Get those season tickets back.
Anyway, for Pat and Ray. No.
Ray and Pat.
That's right. Yeah. Just a couple of guys from Two Brothers Roundhouse, 201 North Broadway, Aurora, Illinois. We bid you adieu. Until next time. And we're off for a while now. We're taking a few days off.
Summer sojourn.
Not summer solstice.
Not solstice, no.
So long.